All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome into Jammin' Sports on this Wednesday. Tonight we have a college football doubleheader for you. We're down to our final four in our college football playoff, and we'll have the two semifinal games today. First up, from Dallas, Texas, we'll have the Washington Huskies and the Clemson Tigers. And then in our second semifinal game, we'll be out in Las Vegas. It'll be the LSU Tigers and the Oregon Ducks. The winner of these two games will play for the college football championship, most likely on Sunday night. All right, let's head out to AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas, for the Huskies and the Tigers here at Jammin' Sports.
Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup, as we'll see a team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kurt Kermster. Kurt, let's get right to the action. Away to get us going. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they start the drive. So the Clemson Tigers offense comes on the field to open this game. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup of elite wide receivers. They got great skill. They got big personalities. You know they want to outdo each other in this showdown today.
Well, it's a showcase opportunity for both of these two wide receivers. A lot of eyes on them, not only in college football, but I don't know the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so many NFL personnel evaluating these two to see who ends up stepping up and playing better.
They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
Receiver makes the grab. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Wideouts now clustered. Nice grab. It's Williams. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They try to sneak it for the first. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
And the Tigers looking to keep this drive rolling. Off the RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
Here's the second down play. motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, what a grab! Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Catch made on the out route. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Tigers looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Caught near the goal line. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. They just have to be smart.
Solid 1st down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. And they finish it off here on 2nd and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today. And you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
Try to add the lead now to the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Coverage team flying downfield. Not much gained on that return. So the Washington Huskies offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. They'll be met by a defensive front that has a couple of impact players on it. They get after the quarterback. They slow the run down. Really a nightmare to block.
Well, these guys are what it's all about. You want to build a great defense? Follow this blueprint right here. Big, strong, athletic defensive linemen. They're game wreckers, and they're lucky to have a couple of them up front. Going to be tough on this offense to try to hold up at the line of scrimmage. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. He hands it off from the gun. They bring him down right at the 20. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Caught over the middle. It's Green. And he will make the 1st down. Tackled at the 26.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Back to throw. It's Williams. Looks to the left, and it's complete.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes a quick catch. And he's brought down, but it's a 1st down, spotted near the 41.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The Huskies pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Grab behind the line. It's Green. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Important second down play coming up. Looking to throw yet again. The pass rush closing in. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Boy, a great play here by a Clemson defender. It makes you think of all these great Clemson defenders they've had over the years, like The Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, and, of course, most recently, Miles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense to be athletic. And with players like this, it's just a defense you do not want to face.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
And the Huskies will line up to kick it away. And the offense forced to punt for the first time tonight. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the coverage seemed able to bring the returner to the ground. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And here's the handoff. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback, if he's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, just so many different combinations and ways to attack them.
Second down here. Scanning the field. It's Klubnik looking for the wideout. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Really good job here showing discipline by this defense. Seeing that corner route, did exactly what they needed to do to be in position to make that an incompletion.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Makes the catch downfield. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the important point after attempt. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a screen pass to the running back. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
A completion makes it 2nd and short. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Looks like Washington will have the first down. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. A quick throw out left, complete. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Great job here by this defense on the wide receiver screen. All that receiver's looking for is just a small little seam to be able to get vertical and show what kind of speed he has. The defense did not let him get started. That's good hustle and a nice play.
It's a bootleg looking to throw. He'll throw it now. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the first down marker.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
DB keeps it himself.
Now, how about that? Good job by the offensive line. The quarterback, they pick up this first down here on 3rd down and 1 with the QB sneak. There are a lot of bodies crowding around that line. He was able to find just enough space to pick up the first down and a new set of downs.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
Great conversion here for this Washington offense and another first down. And I tell you, this guy's living up to the expectations of a Washington quarterback. They've had some great play out of that position over the years.
1st and 10 play coming up. Back to throw. It's Williams. He's running out of time here. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Washington.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
Here's the point after attempt. With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Randall. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And a powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Oh, he makes the catch. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game and the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then you can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. Tackle, but first down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this could really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Looking to throw. It's Klubnik. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Quick throw, caught over the middle. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
That short completion sets up a third down play. Can he make it to the marker? They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up 4th down and short. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
No, kick it away here. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again? Or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Breaking free at the 35. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for.
And now that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There's nobody he had to make miss or use his stiff arm. Just a lot of open field.
An explosive play flips the field and suddenly puts this offense into scoring position in enemy territory. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, they trapped him for a sack.
Of course, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
That sack makes it second down and forever. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Nice throw here by the quarterback. Goes with the touch pass, but, man, let's give credit to this defense. They are flying around, and he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Important third down play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Williams. On the run here, taking a deep shot. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Huskies. And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's up and good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff will be a return. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
A new set of downs after that completion. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Pulls it in. It's Moore. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. A completion makes it 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Enough for a first down at the 37.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there. It doesn't work out.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Clemson.
And that's his 2nd touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
Through the extra point, the lead is 7, 21-14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. To the air, it's Williams. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw here. Takes a deep shot on the move. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught by the receiver. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The Huskies will have to kick this away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He'll call for the fair catch here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Defense is coming after him. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Short throw to the back, an easy completion.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Third down play for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking for a man. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Pass caught. Second down now. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. He knocks it through with confidence. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team brings him down as the clock runs out in the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
And the Tigers will kick this deep to begin the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Washington offense retakes the field here. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter. Down by a couple of possessions. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down after that short completion. Off the RPO, caught to the right. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Back to pass. It's Williams. Looking for a man deep down the left side. This one is dropped. My goodness, he was wide open. Would have been a huge gain.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
And the Huskies will line up to punt it away. See if he can make something happen with the return. Coverage team brings down the returner. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here comes a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. A deep shot to the left side. And the pass is incomplete. But the defender a little too aggressive here. That should result in a first down. 15-yard defensive pass interference. That player will get an earful on the sidelines. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Again, makes it second and medium. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Makes a nice move there. Finding some room at the 25. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his third touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Washington offense heads back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Nowhere to run on that play. It got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Dropping back. It's Williams. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Quarterback drops back. Not able to connect. Incomplete.
Well, that's an incompletion. That'll bring up 4th down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
The Huskies will bring the punt team onto the field. And this will be his 4th punt tonight. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Bringing pressure. Looks like he's going to run it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks into the clear. They finally bring them down, but not before he gets all the way inside the 10-yard line.
This is a well-timed pitch here by the quarterback. That poor defender didn't have a chance. He's really in a no-win situation. Either the quarterback will give him a fake and keep it and get upfield himself, or he draws that defender towards him and then pitches it out. And in this case, he pitches it out, and that back had a lot of room to work with.
So that huge gain quickly sets up a 1st and goal just inside the 10. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Clemson. And the route is on. That's another strike for this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Kicking team out for the PAT drive. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice.
Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Caught! He's wide open. Look out. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. He breaks free. And they're able to get him down.
Well, this is why the offensive coordinator trusts his quarterback on these RPOs. He made the right read, was able to pick up some good yards. Now they have a 2nd down and manageable. Wouldn't be surprised if they run that RPO again.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This Washington offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And the pass is incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. I think he's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
2nd down play coming up. Scanning the field, it's Williams. The receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. It's just short gain on that completion.
Well, a lot of times when a quarterback sees man defense, he wants to get the ball out of his hands as quickly as possible. Put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle or two on the outside and get a big play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Washington. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
He makes it into the end zone, so he cuts it to a 2-score game, but time is running out. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. And they got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's review how we got here. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive. Working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can. But the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
Ball handed off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Looking to throw. It's Klubnik. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Boy, this offensive line is so caught up in making sure that they're accounting for the defensive line. Nobody sees the inside linebacker. He comes home on the blitz and gets the sack.
The Tigers will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. This one will be fair caught. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. Off the play fake on 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. What a catch! And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Well, at least they're starting this drive off with some positive yards. They need to be able to put this ball in the end zone, get a 2-point conversion, get the ball back, and then get another touchdown and another 2-point conversion. So you're still within a couple possessions, but they need to get the ball down the field, and they got to go in a hurry.
That's reeled in. It's Green. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. No connection there. The pass is incomplete. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Williams. Quick throw to the flat. It's a screen. They make the stop, but good enough for a 1st down at the 29.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on 3rd down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
And the Huskies pick up enough yardage for a first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with the first down at the 17. That's nice execution to pick up the first down. A little curl rod, Kirk, against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, and then he made a great throw for that first down.
Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. He's going to hand this off. Going to be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So it sets up a second and goal from the 4. Second down, looking to throw it. Looking to scramble. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
They break the huddle on third and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. The receiver grabs it. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. And now the try for 2. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Dropping back. It's Williams. The pocket breaking down. And he will run it in. They convert the 2-point try and make this a one-possession game now. Down 8. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They mix it up with a run. Gabe moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking deep down the left side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, a questionable call there on third down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on fourth down and short.
And the Tigers will have to kick it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. To throw, it's Williams. Short throw complete to the tight end. They stop him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43.
I just love to see positive yards here on this opening play of this drive because it can get you into a rhythm. Let's face it, you're down by 8. You need yards, you need rhythm. Field goals are not going to help you. They need a touchdown in that 2-point conversion.
First down here for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it falls incomplete. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. This time a completion. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looks right for a quick completion. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Back to pass. It's Williams. The pass rush closing in. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Touchdown, Washington. The quarterback takes it in himself.
Boy, what a great job by this offense to put this touchdown up on the board with under 3 minutes to go. It's a no-brainer. You go for 2 and try to tie this game up here late.
So they get the touchdown, now looking for the 2-point conversion to tie this one up late. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he stops short, doesn't get in, and the defense still holds on to a 2-point lead. And the player is down, injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Look out, room to run here. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Grinding away on the ground. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Grab behind the line, it's Moore. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. He dumps it off to the tight end. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the 1st down. The Tigers will line up to punt it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Tight game 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Coleman. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Chris, I love to see this. Nothing open downfield, so he does the right thing by checking it down to his back, who's dangerous in the open field, picks up some really good yards, but that clock is still a big factor here.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Close to the tight end. He's got it with room to run. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Tries the right with a quick throw. Wide open downfield. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line. And the big numbers just continue to pile up for this quarterback. That's more than 400 passing yards in the game now, Kirk.
Chris, this defense has tried everything to slow him down, and nothing has worked. Whether they play zone or man, they blitz to try to put pressure. Anything to get him out of his rhythm has not been able to work because of the way this guy's been able to read coverage and get the ball out of his hands quickly. And the result,
cannot get the throw. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game.
well, this is too big of a moment in the game to be able to take a sack like this for this offense. Coming off a huge gain, critical time, and then to go backwards like that. Interested to see how they'll respond here.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And the pass is too high, out of bounds, and not complete.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
So here it is, a pressure moment. The field goal team on the field, a lot riding on this kick. And a timeout taken by the defense. 18 seconds left on the clock. A chance for this kicker to almost certainly win the game in the final seconds. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. And it comes down to this, a chance to put his team in the lead in the final stages of this one.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal puts them in front, they get ready to kick off here, just needing to avoid a big kick return. Bringing it out, it's Turner. Solid coverage here. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And the offense spends a timeout. The clock stopped with just 10 seconds left. You've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. Looking to pass here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. Now the offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for a late deep throw. Pass ball is incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play.